Warning! The following video is over-exaggerated. Most opinions shared aren't accurate to my thoughts and feelings, because let's be real, you can't go wrong with the classic Paper Mario games.
Except for, how easily it crashes.
Wait, what?
Well, for example, Huff and Puff. Use Bo's smack while he has 1 health remaining, and so long as there are no Tough Puffs on screen, it'll crash the Nintendo 64 version.
Well...
I could go on about how broken Koopa is, or how invisible penguins can also crash Paper Mario.
Hey, why don't you just join me for today's video?
I'm down. Let's try to nitpick this N64 classic.
There's music notes, hearts, and stars for your name, but no basic exclamation points or question marks. Oh, of course Mario and Luigi's house has a giant Mario sign up above. Egotistical prick. I know this is nitpicky, but why are the G's so giant compared to the rest of the letters?
Yeah, this is N64, and the 2.5D art style is really unique, but some option to swivel the camera would make these rooms a bit easier to navigate.
I'm sorry, but just how did Bowser get his vehicle under the castle with nobody noticing? Mario and Peach should be dead from the frigid vacuum of space. Bowser is way too cute looking to be a scary bad guy. Look at him. Look at that little guy. Oh, you think Mario will recover? He was blasted with a star rod, fell from freaking space, and crash landed on the ground.
That block is not a real obstacle for Mario. You can jump on similar blocks with a good angle. Why not this one? Because invisible walls, I guess. Not that those stop us either. With some luck, you can manipulate Goombaria's position to lure her near the block's hitbox and execute a frame-perfect A-press to clip Mario right through the—
Stryder, this isn't a glitch video. I wonder if Mario wanted Goombario to come along, even though Goomba kind of forced it to happen. Okay, it's kind of funny that I have to ask Toad to take a nap. Beware of Goombas? What the? Okay, that was beyond clever. God damn.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but with more Nintendo and less Michael Bay. Wait, is that a bad thing?
You know, I feel bad for Luigi. He gets stuck watching the house while some random Goomba goes on this adventure with Mario. Mario's an ass. Could you have guessed that by breaking these blocks in a very specific order you get this FXB badge? Yeah, you can't guess that. You may never find the badge without a guide.
Bombette realizes how silly it is that she's never blown up this cracked wall until now, but what's the explanation for the other 4 bombs wasting away in jail? Hello?
Okay, who has the reaction time to avoid that? John, can you add a timer and show how many frames that was? Like, I don't know how many it was, but that just wasn't enough for a human being to be able to comprehend that.
Why do we need so many fortress keys? Hell, if you skip using them by exploiting the game, they work on any of the other doors in this fortress. Yet Mario throws a key away once it unlocks a door. 200 IQ detected.
See, if this red switch activated the wing cap like it does in Mario 64, I could just fly over this room. What is the princess doing? Putting on perfume? Grabbing a smoke? I really need to know.
Bowser is quite possibly the most delusional character ever. No, Peach will not like you as a result of locking up her royal court, kidnapping her, and allegedly killing the closest thing she has to a boyfriend.
If you give this cooking toad the wrong item to cook with, you'll get a mistake. Yes, that's what the meal is called. I'm not sure if I should laugh or be offended. This train montage almost remixes Calamari Desert like it really should, but it barely doesn't, and I'm really sad now.
You know, for being Paper, Mario falls pretty damn fast.
The bird not only can't tell the difference between Mario and Luigi, but he has a picture of Mario and still doesn't know. What an idiot. Dry Desert is way too easy to get lost in. Do not touch Tweezer or you'll be blown to a random part of the desert, making the trek even more confusing.
Oh, so the flowers eerily laugh at you. That's kinda nightmarish for a game tailored to all ages.
Man, I have no idea where to go. I guess I'll try this route. Wait a minute, it sent me back to the beginning? This is some Lost Woods BS. The wolves in the background will not stop howling. Shut up!
This game was in development during the same time as Luigi's Mansion, and Luigi's Diary hints at this. If Mario just brought Luigi along, this chapter would be a cakewalk once all the boos are vacuumed up. But instead, we're forced to defeat an invincible opponent in exchange for the Star Spirit.
I don't get why Mario had to use this specific weight to hold down the chandelier. He went out of his way to play music for some boo when he could have just used some random object in the mansion. And this is why I have trust issues. Okay, 2 things. 1, this is not a spin jump as the game calls it, that's a ground pound. And 2, how does this giant hammer not smash some wood but the ground pound does?
It sure is fun how they expect casual players to use out of sight every 2 turns.
That feel when you get assaulted by a powered-up Hyper Goomba. Apparently, planting seeds equals instant flowers. There is an emoji star badge. No, I'm not joking. You know, what kind of asshole steals a calculator anyway?
If you're not a fan of backtracking, sorry in advance when you reach Chapter 4.
Okay, Colorado, cry wolf all you want, but I'm not saving you next time. Or I won't want to anyway. You see that nice shiny coin? Yeah, don't grab it. This plant will suck HP out of you and it's not even worth it.
Selling some of these items are like GameStop trade-ins. You get barely anything in return.
Did this block really need to be so far away? Like, seriously, look at this. I didn't think a flower could look dumb until I saw this abomination. Who is gonna find this random star piece that makes you ground pound this random spot on the ground? Yeah, nobody. Yep, that is indeed a plant eating berries. You're looking at a cannibal, ladies and gentlemen, and this game is E-rated, mind you.
So Luigi does play an important role. Really? As a disguised enemy? Pretending to be the real Cooper? Kinda wish he had a real purpose in the story, you know?
This Crystal Palace puzzle is the most confusing place. I don't think lakes can move like that. Forget I said that. When volcanoes just slide across the ground, you can't care anymore. Oh man, am I triggered.
It's so hard to hate on this game though. Like, this was not easy for me to record.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Thanks so much for joining me on this video. Guys, make sure to go check out Stryder7x for more fantastic Paper Mario videos. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and let me know in the comments how Paper Mario triggers you. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.